Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Welcome to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. You're watching Be Terrific. Thanks so much for joining us. I am so excited today. We just got such an amazing show for you guys. Rory from World Gamer Nation is here. We're going to do some video gaming. We're going to talk about video game contests and all sorts of esports, plus what he does, and World Gamer Nation. And he's going to play a little bit for you on the computer, computer gaming, PC gaming. Haven't seen this in a long time, me personally anyway. Not since Wing Commander back in the day. Do you remember Wing Commander? I remember Wing Commander. Wing Commander was literally amazing. All right, there are plenty of ways to get in touch with us. The first way is beterrific.com/live. Go underneath our live video player and you'll see an invitation for the Slack chat. Send us your name and email. It's free. And we'll send you an invitation from Slack to join our Slack chat so you can communicate with us and our other viewers as well. In addition to that, you can reach us at BeTerrificTV on Twitter and Instagram. And of course, you can go to reach us on email, connect@beterrific.com, and you can call us 201-735-7711. My favorite way is a Slack chat, though, because you can communicate with us in real time, make comments, ask questions. We can ask those questions on air. And we'll also have a way for you to call in about a week. That's not a problem. And we can have you Skype now if you want. So anyway, Slack chat. And we check in with the Slack chat throughout the day, 24 hours a day. So you want to join that, keep the conversation going. It's beterrific.com/live or beterrific.com/Slack. All right, Rory is here from World Gamer Nation. You guys are based on Long Island. Really awesome company, and you've got this setup where you have like a video game cafe. People can come in, they can play games, and they can learn about games and all that. We'll get more into that in a minute. But you also have this mobile setup where you can roll into any facility. You can do it for a birthday party, you can do it for a bar mitzvah, a wedding, all this stuff. But here's the biggest thing is you're doing it for competitions. And so you're able to roll in and have all these people play and compete against each other and then be able to view it you know, in thousands of seats, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Where we started before we did the LAN Center was doing these mobile events, birthday parties, and what we saw was most of the people that were doing these things were just bringing in random video games and kids could play, but no one was interacting with each other. You had one kid over here playing another game, maybe a couple kids playing a football game, but there's all these great games out there, competitive games, where the consoles link together through a network. And a lot of them go up to 16, sometimes up to 32 consoles connected. Call of Duty being 16 consoles, which is the main one that we started out with. You can get all these kids playing together and interacting and playing competitive, whether it's 4v4, 8v8, or every man for themselves, just having fun and going crazy. It's a great time, and it was something unique that you didn't really see.
How did you start this thing? It's pretty amazing. I don't think it's what you originally envisioned, or maybe it is. I don't know. But how'd you start it?
I had just finished studying networking, and I was looking for jobs. And when I was bored, I would play Call of Duty 4 on my laptop. And I had this old computer laying around, and I figured, why not run a server? I was getting sick of people hacking and cheating and stuff. Well, I could stop that. If I ran my own server, I'd be able to kick people and stuff. So in researching on how to set up my own server for that game, I came across a lot of these forum threads about parents trying to have these gaming parties for their kids. And I'm sitting there thinking, there's a business idea here. There's a model here. We could do this. How do we do it? What equipment will we need? I mean, I'm a network technician. I know how to make these things function together. And through my research, I found that the Xbox 360 was the most viable platform to do it because it's just a disc, put it in, the hardware functions together, everything's there, you just plug it in and it works. So I bought 5 Xboxes and tested it.
This isn't easy though. This was very complicated, right?
It's The complicated part is the game settings, really, and doing the cabling and then packaging it to make it easy to set up.
Yeah.
That's the difficult part. It's not too hard for 5 or 6 kids to get together and connect their consoles and play together. The tricky part is knowing what games function on that type of setup. And a lot of kids don't even know that these games have this functionality. It's sort of hidden in the menu somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, you're going to start gaming. We're going to talk a whole lot more about this. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Welcome back. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. You can join us many ways, not only live, but you can also join our Slack chat, which we want you to do. Go to beterrific.com/live, enter your name and email into the box, and then we'll send you an invite for our Slack chat, and you can converse with us and our other viewers. It's super fun, a lot of awesomeness and some great times. Also, you can reach us on Twitter and Instagram at BeTerrificTV and connect at beterrific.com on email. I've got Rory from World Gamer Nation. He's a genius, a mad scientist. This guy linked 5 Xboxes together back in the day with a server and the whole deal. And then this is how he started his company, basically, and he started doing birthday parties and all this stuff. And now he does tournaments and stuff. Talk about esports and how it's risen and where you guys fit in the esports landscape as you do all these competitions and allow thousands of people to be able to watch the gaming.
As far as the esports, the main competitions I'm involved with right now are through a company called Elite Tournament Gaming, and they run big Call of Duty events, and I help them out in the way of bringing equipment, helping them on the technical side, making sure everything is functioning properly, because I work with this equipment every day. Mm-hmm. And so I know all the quirks and stuff.
I was going to say, it is quirky, right?
Yes, especially right now with the Xbox One still kind of in its infancy and with updates coming out, and it's still changing. How
long do these consoles have as shelf lives?
Well, it was unusual to see that with the last cycle to go 8 years. It was 4 to 5 years prior to that. And so it's what's going to happen with this cycle, and that's one thing I'm always questioning and trying to research and find out. How long are these consoles going to be viable? What is when are we going to have to invest in new equipment, and what is the future of competitive gaming?
Right.
Right now, it is the Xbox One or the PC. So you really don't see the PS4 too much in competition.
Why is that? I mean, I'll tell you the one thing about the PS4 that I really like, or a lot of things. First of all, I like the controller better than the Xbox controller. Number 2, I like that it's slimmer and it travels better, and like the power thing is just a cord. Like, there are so many things I like about the PlayStation, but the graphics seem so much better. Yet it seems like Xbox, everybody I talk to is like Xbox. Unless you go to GameStop, then they're like PS4. But literally every gamer I talk to is like Xbox is better, Xbox is better, Xbox is better. Adam has both, and he swears that Xbox is better. Part of that is also, I guess, because it's also a media and entertainment system and the Kinect, even though Sony's got that little camera thing.
What's the deal? A lot of it is what you were used to. Now, if you were a gamer on the 360 and you're used to that interface and that style of controller, you're going to end up more towards the Xbox One. Now, that being said, I saw a lot of guys switch over to the PS4 because of price points and features and where their friends were going. They all made a decision as a group to go over to that new platform. But as far as why the Xbox One or the Xbox 360 was big and competitive, I think it was the software developers partnering with that particular company, and again, going back to Call of Duty and Activision saying that this is our platform, this is where we're going to be competitive, and I think they really made that announcement with Black Ops 2. and it's sort of carried over. So when the new gen came out, all the competitive gamers were going to the Xbox One because it was going to continue that way. Activision was going to continue to partner with them, and that's where the competitive scene was going to be.
What about PC gaming? Is Xbox going to kind of and PC gaming kind of going to merge at some point? I mean, it makes sense. Like Microsoft makes Windows and computer programs, and at this point, even hardware.
I haven't really done too much research into it, but I have seen some articles talking about Windows 10 features, and I think we'll see some announcements coming up in the couple weeks at E3 from Microsoft about Windows 10 and its functionality with games over Windows Live. And I think the format's going to be you'll be able to play your Xbox Live games on PC. So if you have a really nice gaming PC, you'll be able to play the same game you were playing on your console.
That's a pretty cool idea. I like that. Yeah. That's almost like the Apple idea of going from your iPad to your iPhone and to your Mac. How come Apple's never gotten into gaming? Do you have a theory on that?
I think hardware limitations up until this point and price point of the hardware.
Hardware limitations. Mac has hardware limitations, huh?
Yeah, I mean.
What can we get you gaming a little? What are we playing?
Right now, my big game is H1Z1. I'm big into zombie survival games personally. I'm not saying that everybody should play these games or this game is for everybody. They can be difficult, especially since most of them are alphas. And this particular one I'm playing right now is. I guess I'm not sure if it's alpha or early beta stages. It's open. You could buy it on Steam right now.
So what is Steam? I'm so confused by Steam, by the way. Like I love this idea of being able to stream games. You're playing this online right now, but But do you have it?
The game is installed physically on my hard drive.
So Steam, though, they have a box, and you don't have to install it physically.
Well, you still have to install the game. I mean, the Steam box is just a gaming computer with running a Steam operating system. It limits you in other areas of computing, but it's if you want to just launch right into your game. I'm not sure if all games are going to be fully compatible with the Steam OS. But what Steam in general is, it's just an online marketplace to buy your PC games. There's no more going to the store and buying a disc and installing it. You buy it on Steam. You download it onto your computer, play it on that computer, and whether I'm playing on this laptop or my desktop at home, I'll pick up where I left off on any given game as long as it's using the Steam cloud.
That's pretty amazing. So it's basically its own marketplace, but I imagine that Microsoft has its marketplace, and that's going to kind of take over, kind of like the iTunes ones do, right?
Yeah, I mean, as far as PC gaming goes, Steam is the place to do it. Most of the top games are on Steam, like
so
Counter-Strike and.
What's the deal? Like, I hear that Xbox will have the most creative games or the most innovative games, the most independent games, I guess. Is that true?
I wouldn't even say that. I mean, Xbox has its exclusives. I mean, if you are a fan of the Halo series, you're gonna tend to go towards Microsoft. And then there's other games exclusives for PlayStation, like The Last of Us and those types of titles that are exclusive to that console. So that's where you're going to land on that side. But it's hard to say why any particular gamer chooses the platform they play on.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why anybody chooses any platform they play on. I don't know. I think like I have an Xbox right now, but yet I seem to like PlayStation better. But then maybe Xbox is good. Now I've heard that Xbox is 720. Is that true?
The 360 was 720 at one point, but I believe there was an upgrade to that, and it did go to. I believe I'm not 100% sure of that, but I believe it did go to full 1080 at one point later on. The Xbox One, I'm not 100% sure. I believe it is a full 1080p. But then again, it's the game. The hardware may be capable of it, but what are the software developers doing on their end? And everybody is frame counting these days. How many frames are you getting? What's the frame rate of that? Is it 30 frames? Is it 60 frames? Does it, is it frame unlocked? Can you go to a full 144 frames on that $300 monitor you bought for your PC. So a lot of it has to do with the software too.
I tell you what, we're going to take a quick commercial. We're going to learn all about this game and what you're doing with it when we come back. We'll be back right after this. I'm Michael Artsis. Don't go anywhere. Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Welcome back to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. We've got World Gamer Nation here. Rory, it is so exciting. Join us in our Slack chat, beterrific.com/live. Go underneath our live video player and type in your name and your email address. We'll send you an invitation to join our Slack chat. Now, you've probably noticed some technical difficulties today, and I have to apologize for that. I'm very sorry about that. But we've been working through some infrastructure issues. Hopefully they have resolved themselves now. And we're excited to get back into gaming. Rory's got an amazing company. He created it. They do all sorts of stuff. Let's talk about the video game cafe that you have. So it starts with that. That's kind of like the foundation. It all spokes out from that. You do tournaments, parties, bar mitzvahs, weddings, Sweet 16s, all sorts of stuff. But you do serious gaming, and then you have this gaming cafe, which is the centerpiece of all of that. First of all, where is it? It's on Long Island, but where?
Yeah, it's Huntington, or a little hamlet of Huntington called Green Lawn, where I grew up. We're a 2,000 square foot store in the heart of town. We have 10 high-end gaming computers, 8 Xbox One set up in a 4v4 competitive format. Same with the Xbox 360s in a 4v4 competitive format. And then we have 120-inch projector screen with all sorts of consoles. Anything could really be hooked up to that. We mainly leave the Wii U for Smash Brothers. Then we have some older monitors with pretty much every Nintendo console and Atari 2600, and I even have a Intellivision.
You have an Intellivision?
Yeah.
Wow. So guys can come and play old games, they can play new games, they can do all sorts of stuff. Obviously, you can't play old games online, can you? Have you figured that out? I mean, you're a really smart guy. You started this business, and you're really on the forefront and cutting edge of technology. Can you somehow game online with this stuff? I guess other than just showing people what you're doing, you can't, right?
Really just showing what you're doing.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
I just leapfrogged with
bunny
the chair.
hopping on your chair.
Bunny hop. Hopefully the chair can handle it. I was sitting on the backdrop. I needed to get off the backdrop. It was killing me.
Yeah, the older consoles, obviously. I think the first consoles that really had online play were the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, and the Xbox.
The GameCube, I hated that thing.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it.
Did you like that?
Either. I mean, it had Smash Brothers Melee. That's it, and that's why we keep it around. And
okay.
You could play that game in the Wii as well.
Right. Do you like the Wii? What's the deal with the Wii?
The Wii is fun.
Yeah.
It's a great party console. If you have a group of friends, you want to just have a few beers and play some Wii bowling or something. You can always make a drinking game out of it. And then
Wii bowling is cool.
It transcends generations. You could have a toddler playing with their 80-year-old grandmother. That's what's great about the Wii, and Nintendo did a great job at really figuring out that they could get everybody gaming with technology, with the motion controllers and everything.
All right, so the game you're playing, do you want to put the headset on and actually game people? I'm cool with that.
I don't really think I need the headset.
You don't need the headset. You're that good.
I mean, it's
so you'd be Maverick then. What do you have a gaming, like, do people have they have gamer tags,
right
but
now.
do you?
I mean, I've had several over the years. Right now, I'm playing as Suburban Ninja. That's how I'm known on this game. And most of the zombie survival games, I play as Suburban Ninja. On Xbox 360, I'm known as Artpod77, and on some other shooters, I'm known as Dub7s. So I have.
You've got different. Why can't we get a one gamer tag across all these consoles?
I mean, I could.
Yeah.
It's just I chose to have different ones.
You chose to have different ones. I would choose to have the same one. I think. I don't know.
It enables me to hide.
Yeah.
from people at times when I don't want to be.
I'd like to hide right now. I would. You know, we have all these technical difficulties today. I want to hide.
Yeah, I know what that feels like.
You do, right?
Yeah,
do you have technical difficulties
sometimes,
ever?
you know, we'll be in the middle of a party and everything will be falling to pieces, and we'll be scrambling to replace cables and batteries and controllers, and everything goes wrong. You know, the games crash, or the network, you know, not our network, but the
what do you do to
game
combat that stuff?
You just try to stay calm and.
How did I do? Did I stay calm behind the scenes when we went to commercial?
Yeah.
Pretty much till the end.
Right till the end. Yeah.
But I couldn't plug my microphone back.
Yeah, and I've had those moments too. But the one difference is I have to restrain myself because I'm dealing with kids.
That was a calamity of errors because literally, like, I couldn't get the cable back out from underneath the chair. Then I pushed the chair back. It goes into the backdrop. Then I can't. It's just I hate cables. I want wireless everything.
Want
but
wireless
then you have issues with wireless. You know what I mean? This is why you game with, you know, wires.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
if you go to any tournament and we deal with these issues, it always slows down a tournament too. When you're changing out stations and you have one team switching out from another, and everybody's got to bring in their headsets and their controllers and hook them up to the consoles and monitors and everything. You always run into somebody doesn't have the right cable, or they forgot their cable, or they left it on another station and somebody stole it, and you're constantly scrambling to, and it can slow things down. It's always frustrating. But like I said, we just at this point it's just, you know, stay calm, stay professional, and just try to keep a smile on your face at the kid's birthday party when you're dealing with a.
Well, that's the good thing about TV is you can just go to commercial.
Yeah.
So what are we doing right now? You're can you hit that guy? Can you get that
right now
guy?
I'm clapping at him because he's running away. He's got no weapons. He's a fresh spawn. I'm in a fresh spawn area, so I really don't want to.
And you're trying.
I mean, I could have shot him with an arrow.
You're trying to kill people.
I mean, you're trying to survive.
Can I ask you something? How come you're using a mouse and the key? Like, I want to use a joystick or a controller.
You could map a controller to this game, but you're going to be at a huge disadvantage when you come up to somebody like me who has a mouse and keyboard and is practiced, because you're used to using a controller with a console.
Yeah.
And the reason the controller works so well.
You're just gonna hang out there. That's okay.
Yeah, well, I might die, but
you're not worried.
No, then I just respawn. So.
But doesn't it matter, like, for your ranking?
There's no ranking in these games. That's what I like about these games. There's no level. There's no ranking. There's no achievements.
So,
or whatever. It's survive.
That's it.
That's it. Survive.
But then how do you know you're better than me?
I kill you.
Yeah.
Or I befriend you.
Right.
Or it depends on what mood I'm in.
Right. And how would you decide?
It depends on the game I'm playing. Like right now I'm in what's called the PvP server, so I could be whatever.
But what about the control? Getting back to the control, it just seems so like awkward.
Well, this is back to that. On a console, you're used to holding a controller. When you play on a console, the console has a kind of an auto-targeting feature. You have to be within proximity of your target. When you aim down sights, it will lock to. PC doesn't have that. So if you try to use a controller on a PC, you have to be really good at aiming.
Even better.
Yeah, you have to be extremely
right, because you have to
because there is not going to auto-target. You're going to be swaying all over the place. It's not going to lock into that chest or headshot that you thought you were going to get.
Can we see you do something like other than run around the woods? As interesting as that is.
Well,
does that ever get boring for you?
It can, but there's these types of games are really like these. I play these types of games as I set the goal, I set the achievement. My goal is to survive. Right now, it's just to get a basic survival kit going. So I crafted the bow. You start off with absolutely nothing. See, I just got shot in the back.
Oh my God!
He has a crossbow.
How did he get that?
He's been playing a few hours longer than me. So
I mean, you have to make your own weapons, and he has a crossbow?
Yeah, when you start out, I have to craft my own arrows, my own bow. I have to make a satchel.
Now, should you have seen him?
If I had a headset on, I had a headset on, we weren't talking, I would have heard him. I would have heard him way before he walked in the house. I would have heard him running outside.
Oh, really?
He may have even shouted out and said something to me. But it was smart that because as soon as I saw him, that he had more kit than me. If it was the reverse, if I had walked in on him while he was checking a loot in a cabinet or something, he may not have seen me or heard me. I would have shot him in the back of the head because he had more kit than me.
Right.
Because I want that crossbow. I want that.
Then you can take it.
Yeah, because I can take it all.
That's
what I did last night. I played the hell out of this game last night, and I was playing with a group of friends. I couldn't believe how well I was doing, and within minutes, I had a Jeep. I had a full kit. It took me
You're
about...
a rock star.
Yeah, I mean, it took me about 20 minutes to get a rifle and get the ammo for it. Once I had that, I had about 8 rounds of ammo. I headshot 2 guys and got a full kit and was ready to go. And then I found my friends and even rescued my girlfriend from the main city.
Really?
Yeah. So it was kind of cool.
That's pretty impressive. But I mean, what are all these controls? Give me the.
I mean, your basic WASD for your movement. W is going to be forward, S is going to be backward, A and D are going to be your
Is
left
it hard
and right.
for people to learn how to do this? It's good to come to a place like your
I see it with the younger kids who are used to playing whatever Minecraft on a tablet or something like that, and they want to play Minecraft on PC, and they sit down and they look at the keyboard and they want to go, all right, you show them the movements, and they're sitting there with one finger going WASD, and they're doing that. And you could always spot a gamer when they go to a keyboard. Even if I'm going to a keyboard to write a Word document, my hands will go to my gaming home keys immediately. And I was trained in typing, so I know the real home keys, and I can touch type. So it's weird for me.
What is touch type?
Touch type is I can type without looking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can just sit here.
Yeah, I think I'm like this.
Yeah, I could be looking at you and typing and talking and doing other things while I'm typing.
Very, very interesting. All right, so what other kinds of games do you play? Well, first of all, what kind of game is that called? Like, what would that be considered?
This is a zombie survival game.
I don't like the
open
zombie
world
games, though.
Yeah, that's my big thing.
I love zombie games. I don't know why. It's just a little depressing for me. Maybe I don't like to think of the world being over.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I grew up in that. My mind was always. I loved growing up Red Dawn.
Yeah.
I wanted the Russians to invade the United States so I could go off in the mountains.
You're talking about real life. You wanted.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes. I grew up in that fantasy world. I wanted an apocalypse.
So did you watch?
I was always in the woods pretending I was.
Did you watch War Games and wish you were Matthew Broderick so you could bring this about?
Yeah, I did enjoy that movie. I thought, you think of what could be happening. Of course, I don't want a nuclear holocaust. I don't want to wipe out the Earth. But I think it would be, it's interesting to think.
You could just go into the woods and see if you could survive. Like, you could go on one of those shows, Naked and Afraid. You want to do that?
Yeah, I don't know how I would feel about being naked, but...
well, but, I mean, what would you have if you had a nuclear holocaust?
I mean, let's put it this way. I have a go bag in my closet.
Do you really, to this day?
Yeah, and people think, oh, you're waiting for... No, it's for when I want to go out and on a hike.
Okay.
And it's just, when I go hiking, I tend to go on adventures.
And you just take it and go?
Yeah, I take it and go. I may throw my camera in there.
Do you go with anybody, or you just go on your own?
Sometimes I go with people. I do a lot of, I have in the past, before I started this business, did a lot of solo hiking, mountain biking, and stuff like that.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. I find that so fascinating. No, I want anything but the nuclear holocaust. and maybe that's why. I want to be... in a game, I want to be like a U.S. Marine. Like, I want Black Hawk Down. I want to land in Fallujah and start killing people.
Yeah, that's always fun, too. I enjoy that.
I like racing games, too.
Yeah, I'm big into driving sims.
And I like, you know what else I like? I like sports games a lot. I'm not good at sports games, but I feel like I'm good. Like, I'm 8-1-0 in my league in NHL hockey, in NHL 15 on Xbox right now.
Yeah, I think the last sports game I probably played would probably be Blades of Steel. If you
Blades of Steel, I love Blades of Steel.
I mean, come on, that fighting mechanic in that game.
Yes. So do you have sports games at the cafe?
Yes, definitely. We have all the games, and we're not going to have 20 copies of NBA 2K, but we have a couple copies of it, and people do play it. We don't run tournaments for it. We don't have a big following for it.
Why not run tournaments? Do you run your own tournaments?
I have in the past.
Are you going to do more? We should be part of this. We should do this together.
Well, I partner with
these guys.
With these guys, and I have a couple other tournament organizers. Yeah. Because I'm sitting there, I'm managing a business, I'm doing these mobile events, bookings, and I have employees to manage schedules and stuff like that.
It's very busy.
Running tournaments is a full-time job.
Yeah.
And when we like this Call of Duty tournament we're doing, it's 20 hours.
When is that?
That's this weekend. It's going to be at the Palisades Mall. You could check out EliteTournamentGaming.com if you're into esports and you want to just come and hang out. I'll have a full LAN set up there. I'll bring my driving sims. We'll have classic Call of Duty games on the Xbox 360. So we'll have old LANs.
I want to get out there. Adam, should we go? I think we should go.
You guys should come by. Yeah.
We should come by.
It's going to be a good time. Last time we did it, it was a great time. I went into it very reluctant because of the amount of hours I was going to have to put into it. And you know, about 2 hours in, I was having a great time talking to everybody.
What kinds of, I mean, are sports tournaments, like for sports games, are they popular, or is it more like Halo or what?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I don't see them advertised too much, like you know, NBA 2K or Madden and stuff like that. I mean,
Why,
there's a small demand for them,
Is it because
but
those
I don't
games
know
take
why.
forever and you can
No,
really
well,
only
you can
play?
set you know, your own time limits on the game.
Right, but I
so-
mean, like, I got to play you in a full game, even if it's a
Yeah, but
5-minute
the full
game.
yeah, it's got to be 5 minutes. But
Right.
I mean, your average Call of Duty match, or you know, it's going to
Yeah, but
take
it's-
20 minutes to 30 minutes.
So
you know,
I could
so-
play you in a football, but
Yeah.
but like these 10 people could play in Call of Duty against each other.
Well, yeah,
really,
it's 4v4, so you have 8 people
Right.
playing. Yeah.
So in that you could have 8 people playing versus this Madden. If you and I were playing, it would be us
I
two.
think a lot of the Madden term stuff, they happen online.
Right.
Because there are websites you can go to and place a bet that you're going to gamble against somebody else, and you're going to play for real money. It's going to be bet through a website, and you're going to.
I don't know if I like that. I like the idea that video
You want to be
games-
face to face.
Yeah.
I like the face to face. I want, you know, because you know, you think kids online, they like to trash talk.
Yeah.
I
like
want to
the tra-
see that. That's what I always say.
I
The
played
same
my-
kid, bring him to Land Center.
I
Let's see him
played my
trash talk.
nephew in FIFA 15 on Xbox.
Yeah, FIFA's fun.
Yeah, as soon as I got the Xbox, I played him in FIFA 15, and he's ranked. Tell me if this is impressive. I think it's impressive. Tell me if you think it's impressive. He's ranked in the top 7,000 in the world.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty good, right? So I played him online. I trash talked the whole time. He beat me 15-0. I think he was eating a sandwich while he was playing me. But I trash talked the whole time. We had fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's fun. I think that's part of the point of.
Yeah,
of
it's
this.
fun to a point, but you know, you have people online
You
who
should
get
keep playing. I wanna see you play some more.
They get really vicious with their trash talking.
No, you got to just have fun with
Yeah,
it.
I
Like,
mean,
I told him
have-
I was going to come back and beat him.
I have a lot of fun, and my.
I told him to stop cheating.
Like if I get into a lobby, like when I used to play Call of Duty a lot, if I got into a lobby, like somebody built a base up here, or starting.
So
of the base.
if they're building something, can you find them now?
Yeah, I mean, they have to be on the server to find them. This area, well, let's go over to church here. Sometimes there's people at the church. I guess I should make myself a weapon.
Oh, you have to start all over?
Yeah, every time you die, you got to start over.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I love these games.
So how are you going to go build a weapon now?
I'm building it right now.
This is already taking too long. for me.
Yeah, you're already lost.
No, I'm not lost. I'm bored. Like, I can't play a game like this. I need to literally hit start, and it takes too long for the game to load before I even get there. And then I
Yeah,
need to
these games are huge. They take forever to load. Now the sun's coming up, so we can actually see.
It took you all night to build that weapon. This is why I like playing sports games, because
Yeah,
literally
you're in and out
I'm in
of
and
the
out,
game,
yeah.
and the same with games like Call of Duty or Counter-Strike.
Right,
or
like,
whatever,
that's
you're in and
great
out of
for
them.
me.
That's fine, you know, for
I'm
most
terrible
people.
at it. I'm out in 5 minutes. You're gonna shoot me in 2 seconds. I do play gaming. Do you game on your phone at all?
I have in the past. I was just playing some. Here's a person.
Okay.
Hey, you.
Are we gonna get them? Don't hurt the animal. There's a deer there.
They're hiding from me.
Yeah,
They
'cause
got
they're
something.
scared.
Oh, here we go. Oh, they got a recurve.
Oh.
I'm done.
What? How come? You see, like, I don't know if that's the path I would have taken.
What the hell? What is going on? Oh, I took another arrow.
Oh man, get out of there.
No, where are they?
Who knows? Just get out.
What is going on? They don't like me here.
Well,
Why are you so mad?
because you did come up with your arrow.
What? They
ready to go.
disappeared.
Well,
I have 2 arrows in me.
I know. Are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm still alive. I don't know what was happening there. The game was freaking out. It was.
Now, is it possible that you could literally, you could survive that? You could just pull the arrow out. But I mean, should you?
Yeah, I mean, my health is down to 31 right now. Oh, there they are. Now I'm dead. I don't know. I don't know where they came from.
I think they're invisible.
Yeah,
I think they figured out how to be invisible.
he could be saying something there.
Yeah, he probably is.
Yeah. He could be scripting or something. That could happen in an alpha game like that.
Really?
I am playing on a high pop server, so you can get those types of people that will do that stuff.
But that's not really fun if they become invisible.
No, it can be annoying.
Yeah, it's like cheating.
It's
But you
exactly
took,
what it is.
You took a path that I wouldn't have taken.
What was that?
You just went right up
Yeah,
to them.
I'm having fun.
But I wouldn't have taken. That's not the best way. Like, that would not have been a good survival method.
No.
I mean, I don't know anything about survival. That would not have been the path I took.
Oh, you got stuff in here. Yeah, I mean, I tend to get right in people's faces, especially when this early on in the game, because I have very little to lose. So the earlier I am in my character's life, the more aggressive I'm going to play. Once I start getting what we call a kit or geared.
See, the thing for me is I wouldn't want to die, not because I want to be good at the game, but mostly because I don't want to go through that whole process you just went through again, over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just you just do it. Yeah, it's part of this type of gaming.
Yeah.
I mean, you think this is crazy? I mean, this is very simple.
Oh, I know.
I mean, DayZ.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've heard of that game. It's made a lot of press over the past couple of years. That game can be very tedious.
What's your favorite game ever?
Favorite game ever of all time?
Yeah.
Maniac Mansion.
Really?
Yeah. I think that probably hours played when I was a kid. It's Maniac Mansion on the NES.
All right. That was a pretty cool game. I remember
I
that.
still play it to this day, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that game. Is the NES like your favorite console ever?
I mean, it was probably the one I played the longest.
Yeah. I kind of feel like it's my like I feel like it's nostalgic. It's my favorite, but I don't want to play the games anymore. I just feel like it's my favorite.
will load up Maniac Mansion every once in a while. Like if I show up, I don't really work on Saturdays at the store, and so if I show up at what I call the LAN center, we call the cafe.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I mean, everybody, and that's something we struggle with, is because a lot of people don't know what LAN stands for, which is Local Area Network.
Right. I actually know that.
Yeah, you know, technical people will know that, but a lot of people when they go, "What is LAN?" And we have to explain
Adam, did you know that?
Yep.
Adam knew that. Is your mic on? Can anybody hear you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be on.
I hear you. I just didn't know if anybody else could hear you.
So on a Saturday night, I'll come in and I'll just be bored, and I'll sit down and I'll load up a cartridge into the NES and sit and play Maniac Mansion, and kids will come over and be like, "What are you doing?" And again, it's kind of a tedious game like this, where it's very slow pace, and you have to go find the key you have to pull the mat and get the key, unlock the door, and you have to control 3 different characters and manage their inventory.
I need Mario Brothers, man.
Yeah, but that's fun to do the speed run. Who can do the fastest, just like through the first level, speed run it? Who can just the first stage of the first level?
I totally lose that.
Who can,
I feel so inferior next to you with video games.
I'm not that good. I mean, when it comes to this game,
clearly you're not, because you took the totally wrong approach.
If we were on, I mean, again, I'm playing on a laptop over Wi-Fi right now. I'm gonna make all the excuses in the world that you called me out. But like last night, I'm playing on my tower, which has a way better frame rate and much better internet connection.
I hear it's not the tools, it's the craftsman, though.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, you have to be able to move fast.
You need the right tools.
But I mean,
let's see.
I was against somebody.
Can we see a little bit more? I'm actually enjoying watching you.
I was against somebody with.
I'm talking trash for the other people.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead. I mean, by all means, look at there's somebody over there. I can go wave to. Is that the person that killed me?
That probably is. You probably should punch them since you have no weapon. You're gonna say, "Hey,
hey, person."
Now you sound like my son Jack, who's 2. The other day at the slot car track, he started chasing the cars, going, "Hey, hey, hey."
Look at, they got their recurve out.
What is that?
It's a better bow than I have.
Oh,
this is the person.
Probably don't want to get shot again.
Hi, you like my flashlight? Do you like my flashlight? Oh, he's waving.
He's waving now. You better put your hands up. He's gonna shoot you. Man, you're just
ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch him.
Go for it. Oh, he's gonna get mad. There you go. Can you kill him? You think you could do it?
We could see. I mean,
he's stupid. He should put that bow down already, because it's not really working out for him. You just keep punching him. As long as you don't get in front of that bow, you're in good shape. You could take him, I think. Oh, I think you could take him, and then you have a bow. You don't even have to make one. Wouldn't that be great?
He's trying really hard. Yeah.
But you were friendly.
Oh, you got me. Good shot. Nice shot.
Now, is he going to think, wow, I can't be friends with anybody in the game anymore now?
Probably.
He's gonna be
if he's playing this game, he realized that already.
I was so friendly, and this guy, he seemed friendly, and then he didn't even have a weapon, and he came up and started punching me. I'd be so angry if I were him.
Yeah, I mean, I've been stabbed in the back and so many times in these games that I'm kind of jaded, and I will, unless I know the person, I'm personally friends with them in real life, I'll probably just kill them.
Do you like Xbox or PlayStation? Do you actually like consoles? I know you don't really play them that much.
I do.
Do you like them?
I do. If you asked me 2 years ago, I was mainly Call of Duty, Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Like nonstop.
So the Xbox One can do 1080? I know you said that before. We were having all sorts of technical issues, so I don't remember what the answer is.
I believe it can.
Yeah. That'd be crazy not to.
I'd have to go over the technical data on
it. Can't Sony do 4K? Can't the PS4 do 4K? Isn't
that I don't know.
Adam, was that true? Or maybe it's the Xbox One.
No, I don't think. No, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 don't have 4K capabilities.
I thought they
unless they're going to change the software. I don't know if their hardware has that capability. I don't know what chipsets are in it though, off the top of my head. A year ago I probably would have known all this.
Yeah.
But I was just reading about
Do you
that.
sell stuff at the store?
I build custom computers
You
for
do?
people, yeah. And we do sell, like, I used to sell some peripherals, but what I'll do is for my members, because they pay a membership fee, I will order them peripherals and stuff at cost. So I get stuff wholesale price.
Okay.
So at cost for them because
Should
they're
you be
coming
saying
in.
that like on the air?
No, it doesn't. It's
And
my choice to do.
You don't bang them at all. I
No, I don't, because you know what? They pay
They're
the membership
members,
for the
right.
year. And
how much is a membership?
It's right now it's $45. We'll probably go up to $60 a year. A lot of LAN centers charge like $60 to $70 for every 3 months.
What does the cable company say to you? I imagine that you're getting internet either from Fios or cable or something.
Yeah, we have Fios.
And they must be like, dude, what are you
We
doing?
have we used to have another provider. I won't mention their name. And
That's kind of you.
We had.
How'd you get a shirt?
I spawned with it. The first thing I do is usually just empty the shirt and rip it into rags.
Oh, to use as a
And I can use it to craft.
satchel.
I can get the rags and use it to craft. I'm having problems with.
But you don't want to get sunburned today, so you probably good idea wearing that shirt.
Well, I can strip totally down now. Let's just go crazy here.
All right, yeah, there you go.
If we're gonna just go out and punch people, we may as well do it in our underwear.
Yeah. Well, now you look like you're gonna punch people. I mean,
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
that's the.
Especially
you
with the
look
work
crazy.
boots and the board shorts.
Can you
there.
throw the work boots at people?
I could. No, that would be interesting if you could tie
And
the
you get-
shoelaces together. and
Do you
hit
get to
people.
choose the underwear first? Because those
No,
are.
it's not very flattering.
Yeah. Who makes these?
They're
things?
awfully clean though for being in the middle of a zombie apocalypse.
That is true. They won't be in a little while though. I guarantee that.
This must have started right after he did his laundry because he's doing pretty
Oh
well there.
man! And where are you? Like the middle of Maine? You don't even know. Do
Yeah,
you
you're
ever
out in
know?
the middle of nowhere. I always imagine like Ohio or something like
Yeah.
that. Just
This looks like Maine. It's definitely northeast. I think.
yeah, I mean it's a fictitious town. Like DayZ, you're in Russia.
That wouldn't be as fun. 'Cause
Yeah, and the map is massive. This is a smaller map. It's a little easier to play. But see, like this is a player built this little thing
shed,
here,
right?
and
Yeah.
what I could do right now is craft a door and lock it and steal his little shed.
that would be cool.
Yeah, you can do all sorts of fun stuff.
How do you do that? You go find some wood, I guess.
Yeah, I would have to. I need an axe, which I had before.
Yeah.
And,
before I got you killed the first time.
Yeah, and then you could chop down a tree and start crafting.
Yeah.
I'm not big into crafting. I'm more into the survival
Stealing.
aspect. Yeah, and I steal from people too.
Yeah. I kind of like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not into
I mean,
stealing, but
you know,
I think in this
My name
scenario-
is Suburban Ninja, so
Yeah.
I like to I like to get
You
up
like
on
to live up to
rooftops
it.
and shoot
So,
people with arrows.
I'm going to look up the specs of the Xbox One, by the way.
Yeah, it's.
But they basically are computers at this point, right? Even the consoles are
Yeah,
computers.
I mean, people say they did jump ahead big time with this generation of consoles, but I mean the PC is still
8 gigs of RAM.
Gotta
Yeah, of
be.
course. I mean, 8 gigs of RAM. How many gigs of RAM do you have in your system?
This laptop right now I'm running 12 gigs.
Okay. Now, a big complaint was that this is DDR3 versus DDR5.
Yeah, they're using video memory in the PS4. That's correct.
And then you've got flash memory, 8 gigs also, or is that the same thing? I don't know. No, it's not.
No.
And then you've got an 8 core, which is interesting,
Yeah,
but it's
an
only a
octa-core
1.75.
And they're not even fully utilizing all the cores of that.
And let's see if we
that
can get
system.
to what the video specs are here. I don't know. Who knows? You can use a mouse and keyboard with it though, and it will stream to
Yes.
Twitch.
And it streams directly to Twitch. Although I'm not big into that feature, but
You do stream though? So.
from time to time I will stream.
But
yeah.
is it to Twitch or?
I stream to Twitch. Yeah.
And do you use the?
I stream mostly from PC. When I do stream from console, I'll capture the console on PC and then stream.
Yeah,
from there.
that's
Gives me
kind of
more-
a better way,
more
right? More control,
yeah.
sure. But this is easy for like kids and stuff.
Exactly, that's what it is. But what it did was it flooded the streaming market with just these real low quality streams.
Right.
And
They're-
it became difficult for
Of nothing.
the guys who are trying to make a living.
Right,
on
and doing
Twitch.
stuff. Here you go. HDMI input and output 4K support.
Oh, so they do have the 4K support. All right.
Wow, that's
The-
impressive, right?
Yeah, I I have yet to see it function.
Well,
And they have to make a game that is compatible with
right,
it too.
which might I mean, you'd have to download it.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no way Blu-ray could handle that, right?
I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
probably not. No.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know the specs on 4K. I have a guru that hangs around the store. He's a young guy, and we call him Spoon. And he can just he's like an idiot savant when it comes to tech specs. And you just ask him. He's like Google. He just regurgitates Google. He
That's
like
amazing.
sits there and memorizes
You know,
Newegg.
does he know that the need for that went away when Google showed up on the scene?
Yeah.
Have you ever told him that?
I always,
Have you ever,
I always like to
friend-
say to him and friends of his that you're only as smart as your cell phone connection or your connection to Google, which is not always 100% true. Look at all these dead zombies. There was something happened here. A zombie massacre. See, now we're getting into a city. This could get interesting. I'm running into a city in my underwear. Oh, look, there's a survivor.
All right, let's get him. What I was going to say is I had a friend growing up who knew the baseball encyclopedia. He'd read it, and he knew it, and he was very impressed by that, and he paid attention to all the stats. And then what use is that when you have Wikipedia now, right? Oh, he's got an axe. He could kill you with that axe. Oh, you've got three. See, 3 against 1, you're done.
Well, he's just more worried about all these zombies. If we start fighting, we're going to end up being hoarded here.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we're going to see if you can beat somebody up when you come back. How's that sound?
All right. I could beat him up while he's fighting zombies.
We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Welcome back to the Michael Artsis Show on Be Terrific. We're having a lot of fun here today. I've got Rory from World Gamer Nation. He's from Long Island. These guys are based on Long Island, just so knowledgeable about video games and video gaming. They've got the LAN Center, which is a video game cafe. It's pretty amazing. And of course, they'll do parties and tournaments and all sorts of stuff. This weekend, they will be at the Palisades Center Mall in Nyack, New York. And I want to check that out. I know Adam does too. We might have to drop by. Maybe even do something for Be Terrific based on it. We've got so much going on this weekend. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but if we can, we will. Anyway, they're doing that. They're having a Call of Duty tournament, right? And that should be a lot of fun. Was it Call of Duty or Halo?
They're doing Xbox One Advanced Warfare. It's Call of Duty. And then in another room, we'll have the Xbox 360 LAN set up, and we'll be running like Call of Duty 4. Maybe even some Gears of War, Halo.
Wow. And it's amazing. You do this all mobilely, and then you have the racing sims, too. And you have the full racing sims. I want to do that. See, I tried playing on, on like the Xbox One, I tried playing Fast and Furious and Gran Turismo in the demo versions, and with the controller, it's terrible. Like, I can't drive with the controller. I feel like I really need a steering wheel. I feel like I could be good with a steering wheel.
Yeah. The steering wheel makes a huge difference because you're getting that feedback, and if you're used to driving,
that's the thing is I can drive.
Yeah, but holding a stick is
I don't
like
have that much,
exactly.
Like,
I mean, I could do both. I am definitely way better with the wheel and pedals. And
I got to get over to Stephen Baker's place. He's got the full setup too, like you have.
Yeah.
And or your place. We got to come over to your place. We should do a show from World Gamer Nation. Do you have the internet? Do you think you can handle it?
I think we should be able to handle it.
We should do a show from there. All right. So now you're playing. What game is this?
This is CS:GO.
CS:GO. Boom! You just killed somebody.
I got shot. I got shot.
Oh,
in the back
you got
of the head.
shot already. Wow. Well, you're in the middle of a war zone, so they would call this a hot zone.
Yeah. This is very similar to Call of Duty in that.
Does it bother you that it's 4x3?
Yeah, this is the first time I've played this game on this laptop, so I'd have to figure out my settings.
So it actually could be 16:9.
Yeah, it can go full screen. I don't even know where these shots are coming from. Oh, there they are.
Oh.
They're all over the
place.
place.
I hear them laughing in your headset. Oh, on the game. They're laughing.
Yeah.
Because I have the earpiece.
You know what? I don't know what your settings are as far as parental settings, but this could get pretty.
That's all right.
Disgusting. I can't hear what they're saying.
Yeah. So how do you know where to shoot people? You don't. You're going. See, you're a little aggressive. I'd be a little bit more apprehensive.
Well, this game is just wide open, you know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I would try not to get shot, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I part of me says I would do that, and then part of me says I would just bum rush everybody. I don't know. You're reloading that.
Yeah,
that is a huge weapon. How'd you get that weapon
It's just
already?
randomly giving me weapons. Well, what I'm doing is I'm playing what's called deathmatch. It's just a way of practicing this game, getting a little bit of rubber banding. But people who play this game on a regular basis, I can go into my menu here. Let's get a better gun. They're just really good at it. I don't play enough. To play in competitive is, I'm spraying all over the place. I got to get used to this mouse and stuff. But
I wouldn't be able to shoot anybody without using the. See, for this kind of game, I'd need a controller. How about a joystick?
Oh, you would be at a huge disadvantage
with a controller.
With a controller in this game.
What about joysticks? Why do people not use joysticks?
For fight
Weren't
games,
they
well, you
so
have
good?
with a fight stick is the main thing for fighting games right now. But yeah, I mean, ooh, there's a headshot. With an Atari game, yeah, I like the joystick. Especially, I'm big into Asteroids was always my game, and in high school, I actually reset the score counter over. I went all 9s back to 0 again and kept playing. So I like the joystick in games like that, but in the new game, these games, if we were to use a controller right now, I wouldn't be hitting anything. Like those 2 headshots I hit, there's no way I would have got them. Like I said, because there's no auto aim feature. Oh, that's my teammate. So with a game like this, you really have to be using like I walked into that, mouse and keyboard for most PC games. I'm probably getting this rubber banding from the Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's certainly possible. I don't know that we have the best connection here. What kind of connection do you really need?
Well, I mean, what I'm used to and what you need are 2 different things, I guess.
Okay, well, what do you need and what are you used to?
I'm used to either, like at home, I have a 75/75, and at the store, we run a 150/150.
Wow.
I don't know what you're running here, but I'm sure it's a decent pipe. But, Wi-Fi, you're maxing out at like 50 megs.
Right, sure.
So, and then it all depends on who else, because Wi-Fi is a shared network.
Sure. Who else is on? What else they're doing? Stuff like that.
But I'm surprised I'm actually getting kills with this setup. Sometimes it's funny to hear what these kids are talking about.
Yeah.
Did he survive that?
You're killing people, though. You're doing good.
Yeah, until you get surrounded by
That's
snipers.
like saying somebody's throwing a no-hitter when they're in the middle of a no-hitter.
Yeah, if we were at the store, there would be 6 kids standing behind me calling me T-Rash.
What is that?
Just trash. It's just their way of saying trash.
Ah.
You're T-Rash.
This is a lot of fun. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Adam, run regular commercials. And when we come back, we'll wrap this up in a nice little bow. I'm glad you're here. It's Rory from World Gamer Nation. We've been having a lot of fun. And we'll be back with a whole lot more. All right? Or some more, anyway. Don't go anywhere. Rode microphones are the official microphones of Be Terrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Hey, I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us on the Michael Artsis Show. You're watching Be Terrific. I've got Rory here from World Gamer Nation, and we've been talking about video gaming. You've been video gaming while talking to me, which is pretty impressive. What does it take to put together a PC? Can I just buy one off the shelf, or do I need to have a special one?
It all depends on what you want to play and what your budget is, too. So you could start with something off the shelf, go to your big box store and buy something. And then potentially upgrade that. You want to make sure it has room for upgrade. I always say it's best to start with a custom build. And you could start with a small budget of say $600 to $800, and then expand from there.
The problem is, unless I know you or I'm in your area, I can't. It's really hard to do a custom build because how do I do that?
A lot of people think it's hard. There's plenty of resources online to help you pick out your parts and make sure everything matches. And then the main thing is just to go watch some YouTube videos on people building computers. Don't watch the YouTube video of the 13-year-old kid building the computer on his carpet in his bare feet, because that's a bad idea. You're going to create static electricity and fry parts and stuff like that. But find a legitimate video of a guy who knows what he's doing and watch it from start to finish. Listen to his tips. Have your tools ready. Know what tools you're going to need, and have a nice clean workspace to work in. And take your time. Don't rush it. Because, and I always say to a lot of the younger guys who are buying their parts and building their first PCs, a lot of the places you buy these parts from, you can insure the parts. So if you do fry your motherboard or your graphics card or blow your power supply, it's insured, you can get it replaced, and you lesson learned, and you can move on from there.
Right, yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
And then where can people find you? WorldGamerNation.com?
WorldGamerNation.com. We're on Facebook. You can always send us messages on Facebook.
So what if
emails.
I live in like Texas, but I really like what you guys are doing? Can I become a member and stream with you guys, and then also get the other benefits of being a member? Obviously, except for coming into the location.
We game with people from all around the world when we play these zombie games or games like Counter-Strike, and we have communication servers where we have people from Texas, Arizona, and stuff playing games with us. I wouldn't say buy a membership, because the benefits of membership are at the location. That's where you're going to get your discounts and stuff like that, and be able to hang out with everybody and get into members-only events. But you could always find a location like ours in Texas, and they're big in the Midwest and down south. So I'm sure if you're down in Georgia or whatever, you can find a LAN center or a gaming center where you can go and hang out and meet people and find people who are playing similar games to you. For us, find us is, like I said, Facebook, at WGN Info on Twitter, and you can send us messages. And we host gaming groups, meetup groups all the time. They've formed their own meetup group on Facebook, and they come to our venue and all hang out together and meet. I love that.
That's really cool.
It's a really cool idea and that's the way I found it's the most successful. Is that if somebody builds a community, not me, but somebody else builds a community online, and they grow that community to a point where it's got enough people and people are talking about, hey, meeting up somewhere, doing something together, then they come to the LAN center and say, hey, we want to do a meetup, and I work out a pricing deal with them and give them discounts, and then I'll buy everybody food.
That's nice of you.
Yeah, or I'll if they want to do a tournament, I'll buy something for them to give away or provide a pricing for the tournament.
That's very cool.
Yeah, and we have a good time with it.
Very, very cool. I love this. I love what you're doing. All right, I will have to check out the LAN Center, but people should check out WorldGamerNation.com. I love what you're doing, and I got to check out the tournaments. Maybe we'll come by this weekend if we can make that happen.
Yeah, if you have time.
Thanks for coming by. We got to do more together.
Yeah.
I would like to. All right, this is the Michael Artsis Show. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with a whole lot more. We're live tomorrow, so starting tomorrow, we're live on Fridays too. So it'll be Monday through Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. For Adam, I'm Michael. Thanks so much for watching. Be terrific.